أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا يليق بجلاله وعظيم سلطانه، حمد الحامدين وشكر الشاكرين، نحمده على نعمائه ونشكره على آلائه، له الحمد حتى يرضى وإذا رضي وبعد الرضا وعلى كل حال. أصلي وأسلم على خير خلق الله أجمع، الذي أنزل الله القرآن على قلبه، محمد ابن عبد الله الهاشمي القرشي، وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه ومحبيه إلى يوم الدين. ثم أما بعد. Today we have a surah, Surah Al-Ma'un. This surah is Makkiyah or Madaniyah, or half of it is Makkiyah and the other half is Madaniyah. And the number of verses is either 6 or 7. The number of ayat in this surah is either 6 or 7. And we'll get into the details of whether it's 6 or 7 in a little bit, insha'Allah ta'ala. First, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, after أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. In this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begins with أَرَأَيْتَ. Are you guys familiar with the word a?
Yes, sir.
What is the word a?
Is a question. حرف استفهام.
حرف استفهام. So it's a article that is intended for asking a question. Right? أرأيت. So a means I'm asking a question. It indicates I'm asking a question. So for example, هذا. So the difference between هذا قلم, هذا قلم, which means this is a pen, and هذا قلم, which means it becomes a question, is this a pen? And usually the answer, in the English, they say yes, no questions. The answer for a question beginning with a is going to be yes or no. The answer to the question that begins with a is either going to be yes or no. So a is an inquisitive question. رأيت is actually a verb and a subject. Okay, so The verb is ra'a, and the subject is ta. Okay. So ra'a is asked of see. Asked of, and ta means you, right? So asking a yes, no question. أرأيت. Okay, so which means, what does it mean? أرأيت. I'm asking.
Oh, did you see?
Right. Did you see? Now, the verb see or ra'a can be used as to know or to have an opinion about. Okay. So seeing here is not necessarily seeing with your eye, but it has to do with knowing. Do you know? Are you aware of? Are you conscious of? أرأيت. So do you know, or are you aware of, or are you conscious of? الذي is a word used to mean the one who does an action, right? The one who does an action. رأيت الذي, whether it may be male or female, it's not specified. But because of the wording of الذي is male, the verb that it is attributed to has the form of masculine. Okay. الذي يكذب بالدين, it can be attributed to both male or female. Now, if we're speaking about a specific, a female specifically, you would use التي, meaning there are no males that do this action. But that's not the case here. The case is الذي, so it could be either males by themselves, or it can be male or female, or it could be both. رأيت الذي. So what's the action that Allah Azza wa Jalla is drawing our attention to? The action is يكذب. And of course there's a shadda, the kasra, كذبوا. يكذب, which is فعل from كذب. So let's say كذب. كذب means to lie, right? كذب, I'm writing a thought. كذب means to claim something is a lie, which means, yeah. So يكذب means he denies. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Now the verb كذب needs to have the particle after it, right? Usually, but sometimes it does go straight to the مفعول به. So you can say كذب محمدا, right? So a person denied or claimed Muhammad was a liar. نعوذ بالله. كذب محمدا. So that goes directly to the object. And كذب, right? بالدين, meaning he denied or disbelieved in the message that Muhammad came with. That's when the ba would be used. So not the one who gave the message, but the message that he came with. So كذب محمدا, كذب خالدا means he claimed that this person was a liar. Right? So let's write that here. كذب, for example, خالدا. Right? Or كذب بالرسالة. So بالرسالة is the message that Khalid came with, for example. So you use the ba. But if you're talking about the person that came with the message, then you disbelieve in that message. So يكذب بالدين. الدين can mean either way of life or judgment. Trying to see how it's translated. Right, recompense. Judgment or recompense. Right? So it's either one of these two. So which one is it here? أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Is it they disbelieve in the way of life or they disbelieve in recompense?
Way of life, I think.
No, the message, right? The day of judgment.
They disbelieve in punishment, recompense.
Oh, I see.
And we'll get into why it means recompense and not the way of life. So the way of life is like لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Oh.
Have your way of life, I have my way of life. Okay?
Sheikh, can I ask a
Yeah.
quick question?
Yeah.
Why is there a ba here actually? Like كذب المرسلين. مرسلين is a مفعول به. But here
Right.
كذب الدين.
كذب لا لا. So that's what I was just talking about a minute ago. كذب خالدا.
Yeah. He said Khalid is a liar.
Right. So that's the person. So that's going to be مفعول به.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, now I understood what you meant. Okay.
كذب بالرسالة, use the ba because you're not talking about the person that came with the message that you're saying that he's a liar. No, you're talking about the actual message is a lie.
I see. The message is a lie, but the messenger is not a lie. The messenger is a liar. The message is lie. You have to add the ba. Got it.
Right. But I mean, they both imply the same thing. So if you say a person is a liar, that means that what they came with was a lie. If you say what they came with was a lie, you're saying that the person is a liar.
Correct. But here there is no maf'ul actually, right?
There is no maf'ul.
It's just jar majrur. Got it.
Right. So it means here, it means recompense. Okay. So the meaning of the ayah is, did you see? No. Person denies the existence of recompense. So if you haven't seen, if you haven't heard, if you don't know, then he's being explained. فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم.
Oh, get your head on it, Dad.
أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Have you seen the one who disbelieves in ad-din? So ad-din has to do with every aspect of the barzakh, the life in the grave, and every aspect of the life on Yawm al-Qiyamah, and every aspect of the life in Jannah or in Jahannam. We seek refuge in Allah from that. So Quraysh, they disbelieved in Yawm al-Qiyamah. They said that there is no resurrection. إِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. After we are dead and we become dust, meaning our bodies decompose, that's something that's very far-fetched. So Allah Azza wa Jalla replied, أَفَعَيِّينَا بِالْخَلْقِ الْأَوَّلِ. Did the first creation give us a hard time? Right? But they are in denial of a new creation. So logically, if a person is to build a tent, for example, for the first time, it's going to be difficult. But after they've gone through the difficulty of doing it the first time, when they come back and do it again, it's usually going to be more difficult, correct? The second time making the tent is going to be more difficult, correct?
No, easier.
It's going to be much easier, right? That's logical. So if we've been created already from nothing, right? How is it far-fetched to be created from something that already exists? So they disbelieved in the hereafter. Na'udhu billah. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying, have you seen those who disbelieve in the hereafter? Now, this denial or this disbelief in the hereafter, there are levels to it. There's the level of proactively denying and disbelieving in it. And this is the action of the mushrikeen, those who are kuffar and they're outwardly kuffar. But then there's the passive disbelief, where there's disbelief, but a person may be unaware of that disbelief. And this disbelief or denial manifests in actions. So a person claims to believe in punishment and resurrection and reward, but if you look at their actions, they're constantly disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? They have nifaq, they have hypocrisy in their hearts. Na'udhu billah. They're always harming others. They're never kind to others, as if, you know, there's no punishment, there's no recompense. And the latter is the ones that are being talked about in this surah, not the former. From the opinion of Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anh, that the former, meaning the outward kufar, no, sorry, from the opinion of Abdullah ibn Abbas, that it is the munafiqun that are being talked about in this surah, those who have hypocrisy in their hearts. And we'll get to why in a minute, inshallah. فَذَلِكَ, so Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying, did you see or did you know the person who denies the existence of recompense? So if you don't know, if you didn't see them, I'm telling you about who they are. These are their attributes. This is the description. This is who they are. This is how you will know them. So Allah Azza wa Jalla says, فَذَلِكَ, فَذَلِكَ, and that consists of two words, fa and ذَلِكَ. So fa here means so. ذَلِكَ, what is the meaning of ذَلِكَ?
That.
Anyone? Huh?
That.
Pointing to someone that's far.
Yeah.
It's a word that points to someone that's far. ذَلِكَ, meaning that one, and it's for singular masculine.
Huh?
The one, or that one. Alladhi, we already discussed alladhi, which is above, the one who. Yadu'u. Now da'a yadu'u. Da'a is dal ayn ayn. Da'a means to push. Right? He pushes. Now pushing can be physical or verbal. Physically, verbally, metaphorical. Right? So you push someone physically, you push someone verbally, oh, you push someone metaphorically, you turn your back away from them, you shun them, you don't allow them to come near you, you prevent them from getting what's rightfully theirs. That's what this means. فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمِ. يَدُعُّ. الْيَتِيم is here a child whose father has passed or reaching puberty. So of course the father reached puberty because there's no way he can have a child before he reached puberty. So I think that's clear that the child is the one that hasn't reached puberty. So al-yatim is a child whose father has passed, before reaching puberty. Or I can say before said child reached, instead of reached. Before said child reached puberty. That's clear, right? فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم. And the meaning of it is to know the one disbelieves, denies recompense. Look for the ones who are not kind to the yatim, meaning they don't give them rightfully theirs. They treat them with harshness.
Oppressed.
They are all right, so I think we'll stop with these two ayat. So if we look at just these two ayat, a sign of a person that denies, that rejects recompense or hereafter, is that he's not kind to those who deserve kindness. He doesn't have an open heart to those who deserve compassion and mercy, those who are weak, a weak state. Because had this person understood or believed that there is a hereafter, that there is punishment, that there is reward, they would be thoughtful and be kind, be compassionate. Because on the day of judgment, we would need compassion. We would need mercy. And if we show mercy to someone else, then hopefully Allah Azza wa Jalla will also show mercy to us. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. And we will stop there, inshaAllah ta'ala. Are there any questions? So the way that I'm trying to look at these ayat is similar to the way that I'm teaching the Arabic, so that there can be a connection between the ones who are studying Arabic and the ones who are coming to the Tafseer class, so that you can kind of see where there's a connection in the Allahi ta'ala. And of course, أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. This is a fi'li jumla. So رأيت is the fi'l and fa'il, the verb and subject. الذي يكذب بالدين, all of that is going to be the object. So it's a person. The object is a person. So it's like saying, did you see this person? Okay. And this person, the description of this person is the one who denies Yawm al-Qiyamah. And of course, يكذب is also a verb and subject. بالدين is جار ومجرور. الباء is حرف جر. الدين is اسم مجرور بالباء. But الذي يكذب بالدين altogether is the object, the one that the action رأى is done to. فذلك is that. So this is جملة اسمية. So ذلك is مبتدأ. الذي is going to be the khabar. So the news about ذلك is going to be the one who does this to the yatim. Any questions?
Not really sure.
Aqil bhai,
I was just thinking for the fi'l. So the maf'ul bi is the one with alladhi is the what you're saying?
yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Jazakallah.
Barakallahu feekum. خلاص, see you guys inshallah.
All right.
حفظكم
Salam.
الله وبارك فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
Salam.